guys, welcome back to BoreDraw. A little special video today.
We've come for many a keeper on this podcast, namely David De Gea and Hugo Lloris. They have taken L's from the board.
Big L's. Lately, it's been Onana's been the flavour of the season.
Yep, there's been Raya debates, there's been Robert Sanchez debates. Goalkeepers right now are a hot topic in the Premier League.
Very hot topic. And that's why we're bringing you a nice little tier list ranking.
We're going to make it hotter, baby.
Yeah. We've got more than 20 goalkeepers here. We've got 25, as some teams do like to do a little bit of the rotation. But yeah, we'll kick it off straight away with Alphonse Areola.
Yes. He has displaced Lucas Fabianski as West Ham's number one. We might as well do Fabianski alongside him. I think Areola is a safe pair of hands.
Yeah, I don't want to put too many safe hands.
No, neither do I.
Because I feel like that's, for me, he's better than bang average.
He is better than bang average.
Safe hands for now, but we'll see. We'll have to see.
And his teammate?
I actually don't mind Fabianski.
I like Fabianski, but I think his time is up. He's a bit older, a bit not very good with his feet, which is where the Premier League is heading. And I think
he's been a good
servant to the Premier League.
But now I believe he might be a stinker.
Ooh, I'm going to give him bang average.
Okay, I think I'm going to be quite harsh this list.
Okay, I like it. Bernd Leno.
Safe hands.
I think he is the definition of safe hands.
Safer hands than Alphonse Areola for me.
He was booted out of Arsenal. I'll move that for you. Oh, can I do that? Yeah. He was booted out of Arsenal because he can't play with his feet. But in terms of hands, one of the best hands in the league, mate.
Such a good shot stopper.
Outrageous.
And for a team like Fulham, we said this when they came back into the league. Having a keeper like Areola having a keeper like Leno who just will stop the copious amounts of shots you're undoubtedly about to concede.
Yeah, excellent point, yeah.
It's outrageous. So, yeah, he's such a good signing for them. On a cheap as well. And, I rate him a lot.
Yeah, I rate him a lot. He's one of those players that just... Maybe the big six, the spotlight is too much, but at a team where the spotlight isn't as heavy and he can just get along with his business, very quality player. Mark Flecken. Haven't seen enough of him to be super judgmental, but Brentford haven't been as good this season as they were last season.
No,
not saying that's straight down to him.
No, obviously the loss of Ivan Toney for the first half of the season and most likely the second half of the season when he moves on is massive. They haven't been as good as previous seasons.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just testament to how good they were. They lost David Raya late on in the transfer window to Arsenal.
Yeah.
But they did bring Flecken in.
I'm leaning towards stinker, but
I haven't been...
Is that too harsh for someone that we haven't seen enough of? Should we do bang average?
Let's put him just behind Fabianski. Because I think I'd rather have Flecken than Fabianski now.
Right. I think the first stinker, maybe even our first couldn't catch a cold. We've got Wes Foderingham.
Mate, couldn't catch a cold.
He is... I know he's playing for the team that's statistically worst in the league at the moment, but I saw a stat that his shots, save percentage, even though, so that's excluding what team you play for, that's just how many saves you do as a percentage of shots, is the lowest anyway. And like you were saying about Leno, where you're down in the relegation zone, you need someone that is just, he's got a good save percentage that will just get his hands on everything. Even if you do concede goals, you need someone that has a good save percentage, and Wes Foderingham just doesn't have that. And so, yeah, I'm happy to put him as couldn't catch a cold.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out, look at Premier League expected goal conceded. Because I want to... Oh, man, there's too many stats here. Oh, I can't see this, mate. What player of ours goalkeeping? Fucking no.
Jose Sarr.
Yeah.
Are you giving up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give up. Hold up.
Have you found it?
No, that's like passing, mate. Launched, attempted. Oh, God. Why is there so many statistics? Right. Yeah, Wes Foderingham is poor.
He was trying to do you a service, but we couldn't find the stats, so I think you can catch cold. So, the goal that Dalot scored last weekend, good shot from Dalot, but Foderingham gets both hands to it and still lets it go in.
Yeah, just... I don't think he's a Prem keeper.
Neither do I. like I was saying, you need a good shot stopper, and he is not good enough.
He's just not that.
Jose Sarr.
Big shoes to fill when Rui Patricio left.
Indeed.
But I think he's been a very good keeper.
Yeah.
Just, like,
I think he's very solid.
Probably like just solid.
Yeah, is that solid? Is solid bang average or is solid safe hands?
I think he's better than Areola in my opinion.
Yeah, good point.
I think he might be better than Bernd Leno.
I disagree.
You don't think so?
No, I'm going to have him in the middle of the two.
Okay. Yeah, I'm more than happy to concede on that.
Someone that doesn't get into the team anymore, but was a feature when Hugo Lloris finally got hoofed out of that Spurs team, Fraser Forster.
Didn't have a great showing when he was called upon, but it was also into a terrible Spurs team.
Yeah, I think he's all right, but I think he's a definite stinker. Yeah,
he's a dirty stinker. He's had a strange career.
Yeah,
Southampton and Celtic, and
yeah,
a bit of a journeyman. But yeah, I just don't think he's a. I don't even know if he's a top.
I don't
15
think
Prem keeper.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in the Prem anymore. I don't think. Next up, we've got Luton's Kaminsky.
Stinker.
I can't say I know enough about him. He didn't play in the Championship, but I'm going to put him above Fraser Forster. Kaminsky, I hope you have a good season, mate. Now,
he's going to need to do a lot.
Emiliano Martinez, World Cup winner. Aston Villa are flying in the league.
For me,
he's one. Is he top 3 in the Prem?
No. Ooh, no. But
currently, he's the best we've done.
But he is definitely safe hands.
Top of safe hands.
Are we saying only one can go in the GOAT?
Yeah.
Or should we change that to GOATed?
GOATed. I like it.
Or do we just leave it? There's only one GOAT.
Yeah. What we got at the moment is 2 Arsenal rejects that are populating the top 2 of safe hands.
It says a lot because I think I might have Emi Martinez.
We're gonna have.
I think he's gonna be really high in that safe hand. I think though, we're gonna have to limit ourselves and spread it out a little bit because you can't have.
I think when we hit 5, the one at the end moves down.
I mean, if bang average only has 2 players in it, it's not very bang average, is it? Then?
Yeah, every time we hit 5, someone moves down.
Yeah, okay.
Andre Onana. We have grilled him a few times, and he hasn't given us any reason not to grill him because he's been pretty shocking.
Everything that I've seen before his move to Man United, with Ajax, with Milan. I think this guy is good, man.
Oh.
But he was brought in to do a very specific thing. Play beautiful football with your feet.
Yeah.
And give us something that other Premier League teams don't have to that level. Ederson's probably the next closest.
And the category specifically says safe hands.
He is. Oh my god! Why are you looking that high up? We're doing this based on now, yeah. Based on now.
Is he couldn't catch a cold?
I think I've seen he's made some good saves this season.
Yeah,
and I think he has opportunity to prove me wrong.
Yes,
but he's a stinker. Let's put him the top of stinker.
Top of stinker at the moment.
Because even the team makers don't want us to do that. But yeah, it could come good. Man United haven't had a great start to the season, but we know what he's about. He was really good in that Champions League final.
He has moments in games where he does things that not many other keepers can do.
But also,
then he'll have stinkers that you don't see many other Prem goalkeepers do.
He's been sat down just so many times this season. He got lobbed by Marocadi. He literally hospital passed Casemiro. He got sent off in the Champions League.
He's had let's say 10-ish games this season, and he's had enough compilation stinkers for a whole season.
Mate, he's released more stinker content this season than we have this season.
And we do a lot of stinky shit.
I just bet in content in general.
Yeah.
He's got hours.
Right. Man City's Stefan Ortega.
I think he's bang average.
I liked his performance against Brighton.
But it's too... I don't see enough of him.
I think he is bang average. I'm going to put him at the top of bang average because I think he has got a little bit about him.
Okay, I like that.
Nick Pope. This is an interesting one.
For me, he may be the best shot stopper in the... Ooh.
Oh, I don't know about
Actually, I don't know. I think he's just a very well-rounded keeper.
that. I think he's well-rounded,
But he's
I don't
not
think
good
he's
at anything.
excellent at anything. Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
excellent at playing it out from the back.
He's
He's
notoriously
actually
bad.
pretty bad at that. He's a good shot stopper. I wouldn't say he's excellent.
I think he's just like he's a good command keeper,
He's good at just giving you like a 7 out of 10 every game.
which is good for a keeper.
He's like the Declan Rice of goalkeepers.
I feel like you very rarely win a game, or Newcastle very rarely win a game because Nick Pope's had an outstanding performance.
Exactly. But they don't lose many games.
'Cause
Apart
he's
from
had a
that one
stinker.
where he fucking ran out and tried to head it and then called it.
Before the
yeah.
cup final.
It's so funny. But yeah, apart from that, he is pretty reliable. Mr. Reliable.
He's definitely safe hands.
I'm going to put him...
He's behind Martinez for me.
Okay, I'll give you that. I was going to put him behind Leno as well, but I'll give
No,
you that.
I think he's ahead of Leno. I
I'll
think if I
back
gave you an option tomorrow, you could have Nick Pope in goal for Arsenal or Leno. You definitely take Nick Pope.
Yeah, facts. Up next, we got Neto for Bournemouth. I think he's all right.
He's not bad.
Maybe...
But Bournemouth stink.
Yeah, I think he's not the reason they stink. I think every time I watch him, he has a good game. He's their captain, I think, at the moment. I think he's a stinker. No, that's mean. I think he's bang average, but better than Fabianski or Flecken.
Yes. Yeah. I think I put him above Ortega. I don't think he's bad.
Okay, but I don't think Ortega's bad.
Yeah, but Neto's more
we don't-
proven.
Yeah, that's true.
Way more proven.
Right, Mr. Interesting. This is Mr. Debates.
I think we're going to
because
have a fat debate on this because
Jordan Pickford.
you're a big hater.
I think he is
There are things
so...
that you said to me about
bang
Pickford
average.
that I can't repeat on the podcast.
I think he's so bang out. Is it about his little arms?
Lots of things.
I think he's so bang average, but he'll get all the plaudits because he'll do a couple of show reel saves.
Yeah.
He's hot headed.
The worst is when he's like 3-0 down and he collects a ball from nowhere and he's like pounding the ground
it's like mate, you're 3-0 down. Calm down.
It's like mate, you're like 3-0
It's time
down,
for
bro.
him not to be playing for England anymore.
But then who?
Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale.
Honestly,
I think Sam Jansen.
Sam
Jansen.
Jansen.
Sam Jansen.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Nah, Sam Johnson's better than all of them.
But for me, I don't matter who comes in. He didn't need to come out.
Right.
His arms are too small.
Right. I'm gonna say is he hovering between bang average and safe hands for you?
For me, he's hovering between bang average and stinker. So should we just slot him into bang average and be done with it?
I think he's better than Neto.
No, yeah.
I think he's better than Areola.
I don't think so. One team has won European trophy, is flirting with European places. The other is in a relegation battle. And I'm not saying it's solely down to either of them, but they contribute.
Yeah, but how many World Cup finals European Championship finals is?
Ariola's probably played with like the under-21 French team, to be fair.
That's weird, man.
Robert Sanchez, who is kind of the man that made us do this because he had one of the most outrageous stinkers in the Arsenal versus Chelsea game.
At the minute, stinker.
Yeah.
I
think him and Onana can compete for because the other two, Kaminsky plays for a pretty rubbish team and Fraser Forster doesn't get in. Robert Sanchez and Onana are starting 11 for a big six team that I don't know how either of them have got.
yet to see an outstanding performance.
I don't know how either of them have got a role at those two teams.
For me, I think he's less
Problematic than Onana.
Yeah. And we're actually making quite a nice balanced list. at the minute.
Balance. Sam Johnston.
For me, he is.
I like him. I liked him at West Brom.
I'm going to say ahead of Leno behind Pope.
I like him. I liked him at West Brom. I think he's got a bit about him. He is in the twilight of his career. I think he's 31, 32.
I think he's very good.
But I think he is pretty solid. You know what you're getting from him.
Why Crystal Palace have had a good start to the season, even though they get slapped 4.
Did you say there?
I said there.
Calm.
I'm saying we drop Areola down.
Yep, let's move him down to the top end of bang average. Good. Right, let's do the Arsenal boys together. Because there's another reason we did this video. It's the goalkeeping debate, mate. Aaron Ramsdale and David Raya. I'd say they're both. We were talking about this on the previous podcast. Check it out if you haven't. Thanks for 4K. Lots of love. I don't know, and we both said this. We don't know if there's a big enough discrepancy between the both of them
to warrant
Raya even coming in. Like, if you're making the jump from Ramsdale to Alisson, you make that signing. You get rid of Ramsdale. But to make the jump, the difference is negligible. And maybe that is how you become one of the best teams in the world. You make those negligible improvements. But, in my opinion, they could go alongside each other in safe hands, and I wouldn't bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
I think they're so similar.
For me, it's harsh. I thought it was harsh on Ramsdale. I think he's been a big part of this improvement in Arsenal. And Raya, we know what a good keeper he is. He just phenomenal for Brentford for the last 2 seasons. Raya is obviously been brought in to be more progressive in his play style, better with his feet, sort of looking to make forward passes, whereas Ramsdale is just looking for anyone who can take the ball from him, distribution, sort of in a distribution sense. Raya, for me, overall, is the better keeper.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an outrageous thing to say. I think you probably agree with that. So for me, it's just where do these two slot in?
I'm interested to see. I think I figured out where I want them.
I'm going to go. You can go after. Okay. I'm going to say Raya behind Pope in front of Johnson. Okay. And then Ramsdale in front of Leno behind Johnston.
I literally that, but shift it all up one. So Raya for me is better than Nick Pope. And then so it goes Martinez, Raya, Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale. And I'm only saying Aaron Ramsdale less than Nick Pope because he's not in the team at the moment. Whereas like last season, for me, Aaron Ramsdale was one of the best keepers in the league. So I'd do this. You there. Oh, hello, mate. And you there. And we move in down.
Sam Johnston might be above.
I don't think so.
If we're doing at the minute.
I think we're doing at the minute and
contextually.
And like the end of last season and the start of this. Like relatively recent.
Nick Pope.
Not like literally last game week.
Nick Pope been part of a team and a big part of a team who've gone to San Siro and come away with a clean sheet after getting pelted for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And then also...
He had a really good game that game, actually.
Really good game at PSG as well.
Yeah.
I think right now he is above Raya for me. Raya's had a shaky start to the season.
He has, yeah. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
And I said I wouldn't bat an eyelid.
I think that splits the difference between our two.
If those two were right next to each other.
Yeah, I think
they're negligible. Let's do another duo. We've got Jason Steele and Bart Verbruggen.
Yeah.
Another negligible difference. De Zerbi's playing both of them, interchanging them.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't have enough of a feel for
either of them.
And like Brighton
Steele was good last season.
Brighton are a team that like go get slapped by West Ham, and then go like draw 2-2 against like goal scoring Liverpool.
Yeah, and then
for me,
get slapped by Aston Villa.
They are.
Jason Steele, when he came in...
Jason Steele, is he better than Bernd Leno?
Sanchez, I was very impressed with what he was doing.
Yeah, I liked him as well. He was understated.
Because we were like, oh, Sanchez is good.
Like
why is he getting
for
dropped?
a long time?
Yeah. So
is he better than Bernd Leno?
What do you want? Because they are literally polar opposites.
One plays with their feet.
Steele, probably not the best shot stopper in the world, but one of the best playing out from back, doing what De Zerbi wants. Leno couldn't do that, get a nosebleed if he played that high up the pitch. But shot stopping wise, we said it, Leno's one of the best in the league.
For me, I think they're both better than Jose are.
Both of them?
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen enough from this Bart bloke.
From Bart.
My shorts.
I'm saying Steele
above Leno.
Above Leno. And let's put Verbruggen behind Sarr? Or
I was going to say behind Sarr and Areola.
Maybe in front of Pickford.
Yeah. Okay. Calm.
Right,
let's
drop both of them down.
Yeah, let's move Flecken down. And
put Flecken behind Fabianski. Fabianski behind Flecken.
Okay, cool.
I think.
Yeah, I like that.
Right.
James Trafford.
Interesting one, because
England under 21.
very highly rated. Had a great Euros with the England under 21s. Just a really, really highly rated young keeper.
Yeah.
It's not been the best starts of
And a lot of that, I think, is
Burnley.
down to Burnley.
Trying to play this expansive football they played in the they played in the Championship. They don't have the quality to execute in the Premier League.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know whether he's a victim of the system.
I've seen him make some good saves.
But I think he's. It's too early to tell for me, so I'm willing to put him in bang average. But I might put him at the top of bang average.
Top of bang average.
Or is that disrespectful to Jose Sarr?
That's disrespectful to the establishment.
I put him behind Jose Sarr. Ooh.
Areola's better than him.
All right, fine. Is he? I think maybe is it.
Oh, we've done Pickford so dirty here.
Pickford's got to go up, man.
Does he though?
He's got to. He's got to go here for me, minimum.
Okay, I'll give you it. Right, Matt Turner. Another. How many Arsenal or ex-Arsenal players? Because you got Fabianski, you got Matt Turner, you got Rai, you got Ramsdale, you got Martinez, you got Leno. You got 6 out of 25.
I don't want to see you give a goalkeeper more than a 2-year contract ever.
I love
that. You quite rate Matt Turner.
He's in the Leno mould. Shot stopper, very good. Playing out from the back could be improved.
I think for me, he's more proven than Verbruggen.
Yeah,
and
we've got Verbruggen very high.
Yeah, I think he needs to go But I think we've got Ortega high considering he's played 3 games in the Premier League.
I think Ortega's got a bit about him.
Yeah, but he's played 3 games in the Premier League for the best team in the league.
That's true. That is true.
But he's also not a stinker.
Yeah, he's not.
So for me,
and I don't think Matt Turner is either.
I think Matt Turner
goes above Ortega.
I think he goes here.
Yeah, I back that.
Because I think Neto is better. I think maybe we've got Trafford a little bit high, but I see enough in him.
Okay.
We've got nobody who couldn't catch a cold, which is mental.
Or we'll move some people down.
He's got to go down.
I think maybe Onana has to go down as well, you know.
Right.
Vicario.
I like him.
You like him a lot. I'm hearing a lot of plaudits about him. I think he's good. I think he is good. He's definition of understated. Hasn't made any mistakes that I've seen.
Which is what they want.
Pretty solid.
That's what they need.
Coming off the back of Hugo Lloris, who's mistake central.
I think his distribution is fine. But before he came in, I heard a lot of things from Serie A saying that he's a showreel keeper.
Interesting.
But I've almost seen the opposite.
I've seen just
really good,
solid.
Like you said, 7, maybe pushing 8 out of 10 performances. I think he gives you more than a 7 out of 10 on a lot of occasions. I think he was really good in that Arsenal game.
Yeah,
really good, especially when Arsenal were pressing him quite heavily between Jesus and Nketiah.
But my question is now: would I take him over anyone in safe hands? And I'm not sure I would.
Right now, I think I would.
Over who? Just Leno? Or higher than that?
I think Leno and Steele. I think he's really good.
I'm going to give you Leno.
I think he does more than Steele. I think he's a better shot stopper than Steele.
But is he a better from playing out from the back?
I think there's a reason why Steele and Verbruggen play
interchanging,
yeah.
Good point. Right, now we're on to the big 2. The big Brazilian 2.
It's not difficult for me.
No.
Alisson is the GOAT.
Alisson is the
GOAT. I
GOAT.
think he's the best keeper in the world.
I think he's the best keeper in the world. I think he is the perfect amalgamation. We've talked about here. A lot of keepers can either do the shot stopping or can do the playing out.
Where does he rank in all-time Prem goals?
Alisson can do it both.
Because
for me, his Premier League career is already higher than De Gea.
Oh, for me, the only issue is that he's only got 1 Premier League title.
Yeah. How many does De Gea have? Does De Gea have any, or does he have 1?
He won with Ferguson.
Ferguson on his last year.
I think maybe 2 years.
I don't know.
Look. But for me,
and then obviously Edison goes top of safe hands, right?
Yeah, and so I don't know if we got too many in safe hands. Do we have to?
I think that'd be mean on Leno because Leno is the definition of safe hands.
Yeah, agreed.
I like that.
I think we're maybe even a bit harsh on Sarr.
Do you think
the standard goalkeeper in the league is so good, but
we haven't? I'm fucking doing it.
No, right. I actually don't mind that list. I think maybe we need to work on our tiers a little bit more. Because to drop from bang average to stinker is like...
Yeah, maybe we should have had another one in between bang average and stinker, which is like...
You can always improve.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly happy with the list.
I like it. Let's run them through. Go, Alisson. What a player. Best keeper in the league. Best keeper in the world, maybe. Where does he rank for you in terms of Premier League goalkeepers and their careers?
Is he better than a Czech?
Who are we talking about? Czech, yeah.
I think Czech's the one you got to
Czech's
beat.
the gold standard, isn't it? And then you're talking maybe like Van der Sar.
But like as a keeper with skill set, he's a phenomenal shot stopper. A top 3 shot stopper ever in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And probably the best ever in terms of distribution.
Yeah, he's so good. We cannot replace. And then safe hands, we've got Edison, Martinez, Nick Pope, the Arsenal duo of Raya and Ramsdale. We've got Sam Johnston, Vicario. We've got Jason Steele and Bernd Leno rounding that off.
Yeah. Jose Sarr, Areola making up the 4 front geezers in bang average.
What are you on about?
Waffling. Jordan Pickford.
11 fans, have we done him dirty? I think that's about where he is, you know.
Football fans, have we done him dirty?
Yeah.
James Trafford. We've got Neto, followed by Matt Turner, and then we've got Bart Verbruggen and Ortega rounding out the bang average, who it's a difficult one. I think we've done ourselves dirty here with our tiers because I don't think any of them are necessarily bang average, but there has
You'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be well savage.
There has to be an average.
You're like, I'm going to be well savage.
All this has made me realise is the standard of the Premier League.
I'm going to be so savage the moment everyone goes down to bang average. Oh, I think that's a little bit mean.
I was going to have Leno in bang average.
And then this is where you don't want to be as a keeper, in the stinker section. We've got Mark Flecken, we've got Fabianski, and we've got Kaminsky. And then couldn't catch a cold. If I was one of these teams, I'd be looking to replace these players. Got Robert Sanchez. That's what we should have done. Instead of like couldn't catch a cold. If they're your starting goalkeeper, you should be like, we're looking to replace you. That's pretty much what that means. Robert Sanchez, Onana, Foderingham, and Fraser Forster.
Like it. Let us know down below what would you change, because undoubtedly we've got some clangers in here.
I think it's a banger, you know.
But you never
know. Let us know.
Let us know down below, guys. Thank you very much for watching. 4K strong on the subs. Do appreciate it. 10K by Christmas would be
crazy.
Crazy. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, it's been BoreDraw and it's live.
Yours.